Up here once again, back, and well, this time we can see we're in Kerbal Space Program and we are orbiting the moon in the Apollo lunar module. Today I want to show a script that I have been developing. Yes, because remote tech exists. You're such an idiot. Earth and... Nope. Go away, Telemachus. Activate. There we go. Run, landed. Maybe stage. This will take Jebediah and Bill to the moon. These RO configs are weird. And any minute now we will find the engine igniting. Okay, engine ignition. Now this script will take us down to the surface of the moon in one burn. It will be available for download in the description. Let me just turn on flight control so you can see the lunar module in all its glory as it descends to the lunar surface. As Jebediah and Bill will become the first humans? No, Kerbals. Don't know what to call this. From that planet there, to land on this moon of that planet. Here what we are doing, we are waiting until our velocity is less than, until this value here is less than 1414, which is 1414 meters per second or 1.4 kilometers per second. It will do this in one burn, and just to prove that, I will leave that there. Now this throttle value is defined by the altitude of the surface minus the terrain height, which I get with the geopositional function within kOS. The speed, I get that value from this and I times it by 3.6, which is how many kilometers per hour is in 1 meters per second. You can check that by going onto your calculator in Windows 10. If you so desire. Yes, now before you say this is above 100%, so how does this happen? Because it... Now this is why it does it in one burn. Because actually, it thinks it's going straight down, so it thinks it's really fighting gravity. Now, in future versions, I will make it so it doesn't. Also, there is a slight constraint that the engine value must have a minimum throttle above 20. Above 20%. If that isn't the case, then there's going to be a few issues. Of course, this one has a maximum throttle value of about 11%. That means it can go 11% of that minimum before it shuts off. This does not land on any atmospheric bodies, Also, this does not require trajectories. Although I may have trajectories installed, it doesn't work currently on this version. I'm using version 1.4.5. However, maths is math, so if it has a kOS, it will work. If it has a version for kOS, it will work, and it will work on anybody. Be it the Moon, be it Leif, be it Tylo, be it the Moon here in real solar system, be it even well, not necessarily the Sun, but if the Sun didn't have an atmosphere, maybe. Well, obviously we'd have to go at night. Bill and Bob are obviously really happy that they are going. Bill and Bob are obviously really happy. Let's time warp a bit. I'm gonna shut off this RCS manually. Let's time warp a bit until we get down a bit further. Now you may notice that the altitude here is different to the altitude that is displayed there. This is because that there is the radar altitude, that there is the altitude above sea level, which technically doesn't count considering there is no water on the Moon. Well, there is ice, but does that count as water? Here we are, coming down now below 1300 meters per second. Well, actually, no. Not 1300 kilometers per second. Kilometers per hour, sorry. No, not kilometers. That would be very fast. To put it into perspective, that's about as fast as if I remember correctly, that was the New Horizons escape velocity. And here we have I don't know what mod that's from, but it tells us the estimated burn time for suicide, for a burn if we were to burn now. Well, at least the time, and then the time to impact. 40% throttle and still dropping. 27 kilometers in altitude. We are probably going to land approximately there. Let's go back into time warp. As we get a little bit closer to the surface, the throttle begins dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. 38%, 39, and now it's throttling back up because it's realized, hang on, if we continue at this throttle, we will actually crash into the Moon's surface. Because the estimated burn time has gone below the impact time. Seven kilometers. 6 kilometers. 550 kilometers per hour, 54% throttle. Rolling back up now to ensure that we don't crash into the surface. Because that will be bad, as explained by the parachute lander earlier this week. 3 kilometers. Coming down nicely. 70% throttle. 100 meters per second. 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer. Rolling up quite a lot now. 87, 88, 89, 90. Are we gonna make it? Most likely. 200 meters. 100 meters. And touchdown. Okay, that's a bug I will have to fix. Well, Jet Bill, you're stuck on the moon, I guess. But there's still What? The hell have they do? Wow. Double space program, am I right? Download of this script will be in the description alongside all of my other kOS scripts. Well, I only just created a drive today, so actually this is the first one going up there. Yeah, that's my landing script for the kOS booster thingy. Yeah. kOS booster? No, kOS landing. Next up, I hope to do a kOS tutorial. Well, the follow-up to my kOS tutorial. Well, actually, it'll be a whole redo because it was pretty bad. Discord link will be in the description. Join if you please. Also, subscribe if you please. I ain't gonna come hampering you to your door, wishing for you to subscribe, obviously, because I can't do that. Even if I could, I wouldn't. I'm actually a nice person. I am not calling anybody bad in this case. Everybody's awesome in their own way. Just don't take that in the wrong way. Anyways, from a sideways spacecraft trapped on the moon with no hope of escape. Maybe I should get Lat to save these people. Yeah. About.